In this documentary, we shall be looking at projects in Ethiope West local government area. We looked at a number of projects, and the first one was the Independent Power Project, Oghareki. The IPP project was established during the administration of Governor Emmanuel Eweta Uduaghan. But in the State Executive Council meeting presided over by Governor Ifeanyi on 20th January 2022, the council approved a program that would enable the IPP to come on stream by bringing in independent power generation companies under a lease to own agreement. Since the project started in 2009, there has been a number of budgetary allocations. By the end of 2011, over 24 billion had already been spent on the project. Other budgetary allocations are as follows: 2012, 4 billion naira; 2013, 4 billion naira; 2014, 6 billion naira was budgeted to boost electricity in the state. By the end of 2014, the amount expended on the Independent Power Project Oghareki and to boost electricity in the state was in the region of 38 billion naira. The turbines purchased for the IPP were to have an installed capacity of 116 megawatts and expected to generate 100 megawatts of electricity for the state. If this project was effectively executed, Delta State would have been an industrial hub and homes and businesses would have been powered 24 hours a day. Can the Delta State government explain to Deltans why an IPP capable of generating 100 megawatts of electricity to serve the entire state and with the potential of kickstarting the industrialization of the state be abandoned after gulping 30 billion and now being sold under the guise of lease to own at the detriment of Deltans? Again, we can see the abandonment syndrome of the 24 years of PDP in Delta State. But in the case of the IPP, questions must be asked and answers provided to Deltans as to why such a project was abandoned after spending huge amount of money. The next project we looked at is the Oghareki Township Stadium. This stadium was constructed during the administration of Governor James Onanefe Ibori, but due to the poor maintenance culture of the PDP, this stadium has been left to rot away. Despite the current poor state of the stadium, the COA administration claims to have spent about 700 million naira on its rehabilitation. The budgetary breakdown during the COA's period are as follows. In 2019, 200 million naira. In 2021, 250 million naira, and in 2022, 250 million naira. You can see for yourselves in the video the dilapidated nature of the Oghareki Township Stadium and the Olympic side swimming pool within the same vicinity. This is nothing but a shame on the Delta State government under Governor Kowa. The stadium hostel built by Governor Uduaghan, which has been left unused, has now been converted into Ethiope West LGA PDP Secretariat, as you can see in the video. This is the impunity we've been referring to under the PDP administration, where a government can turn a project constructed with our commonwealth to their party secretariat. It's something that is unimaginable, and we advise that the PDP vacate this stadium hostel. The next set of projects we looked at are abandoned water projects in various locations, but we took particular interest in the following: the Ogorode Water Project in wards 3, 4, and 5. The second one was the Uduaghan Community Water Project, meant to serve wards 8, 9, 10, and 11. And the last one is the Ogorode Water Project, Deceit, We all know the importance of clean water because it would help in preventing waterborne diseases. And for the government to start water projects and later abandon them is not good enough. And the government of Senator Oghareki as governor and Right Honorable Friday Osanebi as his deputy would address all the abandoned projects that would be of importance to the people of Delta State in general. The next set of projects we looked at are dilapidated primary schools, and we had special attention on the following. Eri Wopo Primary School, Ubomoya, Jese. Like you can see from the video, the structures are totally dilapidated, and how children learn under this kind of environment is something that should worry all Deltans. The second dilapidated school we looked at is the Ogorode Primary School, Jese. From the pictures you can see the school desks are not fit for purpose, and something urgent should be done about the learning condition of our leaders of tomorrow. What is of main concern to us is that after spending so much money on primary and secondary schools infrastructure, one begins to feel a bit concerned as to why our schools can be left to run down to this state. It will interest Deltans to note that between 2018 and 2022, the government has spent over 4 billion naira as counterpart funding for universal basic education. In addition to that, the state government has also spent about 11.8 billion naira on renovation, rehabilitation, and construction of classroom blocks in primary and secondary schools between 2018 and 2022. With such expenditure, one will feel that our schools will be in top condition, but that is not the case. This will change under the government of Senator Oghareki as governor and Friday Osanebi as his deputy. The next set of projects we looked at are the abandoned and dilapidated roads projects in Ethiope West local government area. Now we looked at the Ogorode Benin Warri Express Link Road, which has long been abandoned. We also looked at the Boboroku Agalokwe Road and Bridge project, which has also been abandoned. We looked at the Ogara Ajagbodudu Road linking Ethiope West to Warri North, which is currently in very bad state within the Ogara town and the Ajagbodudu axis. We also looked at the Over the Road in Jese, which is now unmotorable and has not been tarred. From our budgetary investigations, we found out that a lot of funds have been expended on road projects in Ethiope West local government area. Now, for the construction of Ogara Township roads, the government has so far allocated 2,050,000 naira between 2016 and 2019. The construction of Jesse Road has received a budgetary allocation of 650 million in 2016 and 2017. The construction of the Oghareki Koko Road received 210 million in 2017. The construction of the Jesse Boboroku Road had 422 million naira allocation for 2018 and 2019. Internal roads in Ethiope West local government area received 500 million in 2022, and the rehabilitation and construction of roads in Ethiope West received another 300 million in 2022. Lastly, the construction of internal roads in Navy Logistic Command Ogara received 500 million in 2022. With all these allocations, one would have expected that the roads would be in top condition, but those who are familiar with Ogara, the Ogara Ajagbodudu Expressway within Ogara axis has very bad potholes, and the road surface has not been touched for some time. The next set of projects we looked at are the abandoned 5 units 33 kVA transformers in Mowari community. Now, these transformers, if put to use, would help in providing electricity to the residents of the area, which would in turn lead to economic activities being put in place by the residents of the community in question. We also looked at the abandoned maternity project at Ejenesa in Jesse. Now again, the question is, the importance of a maternity unit cannot be overemphasized. We know that would prevent our expectant mothers traveling long distances to receive medical attention. And I don't think it is good enough for a government to start projects and nilly-willy abandon them after huge allocations of money to such projects. Another project of concern which we did not visit is the construction of Delta State Specialist Hospital, Oghareki. We all know that project has been in operation for some time, but during the administration of COA, the following budgetary allocations were made to the project. In 2018, 800 million naira. In 2019, 802 million naira. In 2020, 650 million naira. In 2021, 400 million naira. In 2022, 1.4 billion naira, bringing it to a total of 4.052 billion naira. Now the question we need to ask is this: after a project has come on stream, why do we still need such huge amount of money to be budgeted to the project? So we need answers from the state government what over 4 billion naira was used for at the Oghareki Teaching Hospital, which is a shadow of itself. And it would also interest Deltans to know that the following allocations were made for equipping Delta State Specialist Hospital, Oghareki. In 2021, 20 million naira. In 2022, 500 million naira. So if you add that to the other budgetary allocations for the Delta State Specialist Hospital, that comes to a total of 4,572 billion naira. So from what we have presented here, we've seen that the abandonment syndrome of the PDP government is not just in only one local government, but across all local governments in the state. And this has to change. That is why we call on Deltans to vote massively for APC to enthrone the government of Senator Ovie Omagege as governor and Right Honorable Friday Osanebi as deputy, to correct all these anomalies in the state and to put our state in the right footing.
The manifesto is therefore a product of profound thought based on my practical experiences both in the executive and legislative arms of government. Ladies and gentlemen, we've come up with a 60-page manifesto anchored on the urge to build a new Delta band. Urge covers critical areas of governance that will drive our agenda when elected governor in 2023. The manifesto is our vision and mission. It captures our Urge agenda, which breaks down as E for employment and empowerment, D for development, economic, infrastructure and industrial, G for good governance, and E for enduring peace and security. The Urge agenda sums up our people's hopes and aspirations for economic stability, sustainable employment, security, access to modern public infrastructure, solid institutions, and clean environment. It is strategically organized to make us a model state and a leading center of excellence. With Urge, we bring credibility, efficiency, and trust back to governance. It is the ultimate paradigm shift to reform our public service, cut the cost of governance, eliminate waste, and deny corruption and other crimes, comfort and safety in our governance architecture. Urge agenda is our firm promise and its success.
California for me na sabu sabu. Hey,
Loso no blue gwa pukomo sabu sabu.
hey,
Etara paro pukomo sabu sabu.
agara ga pukomo
Sabu sabu.
Okiti gbo me gba pukomo
Sabu sabu.
Hey,
Ina no wara yo be sabu sabu. Ina no wara yo be sabu sabu.
ina no wa gbera